Everybody stand back!
Cascade! What shall we do? Stabilize!
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It's...
Good luck to them, I say.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
That's the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that,
I see. So someone...
If you proceed with the wedding,
I've previously considered this possibility.
I understand where you're coming. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent... For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other... Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take... But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs... Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of... Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs, the only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission, and so your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission to, once that is achieved, as the person in...
This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary... By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of... Then, we simply leave them to clear...
Got it.
So the network of connections?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the... Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. Sir Kujo, there are... It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait. That person is one of m- Let's follow him. Be-
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
That person is one of Matsura's. Let's follow him. Be.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we'd made less noise.
That person is one of Ma. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting.
Please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see... Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the high...
I understand. So... Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the... Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending... In any case, we've made our move. This is not... Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too! Well, let's go to Rito again.
Myodo is so mysterious.
These people from the Tenryo
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But...
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't, to be honest. I'd be hesitant if I were her.
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might...
Oh, right.
how much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck. Master's been very on edge these past. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do?
Yeah, good advice. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away...
Maybe we should tell Master...
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Let's go and see.
Fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was. Ah.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there.
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's... I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think. I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato... I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take it, but that's not the answer I'm looking for.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You've You... Wait, what do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit.
Friends? Are you sure? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You are extremely important to us, and to the... Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. The present state of affairs in Rito, this is not an order.
Understood, my lady.
Good job, Chisato.
I was so nervous. Yes, well,
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistake. In all honesty, no one... I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. Would you please give us a second chance? For my late... I suppose you're the only person who can change the tin. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly. Lady Hiragi, might I ask... By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro, Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo... I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious action.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare, so please.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly... Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support... So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference. We'll do everything we can to minimize the...
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets.
Yes,
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee...
I understand.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure...
Okay, then please excuse...
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi.
Oh? Why, of course... Sir Kamisato, you became a complete...
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. But now, I'd like to take...
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. My mother loved him dearly. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind this, everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambition. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro...
Pretty similar to how the Kanji...
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful support, I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato...
I think I now know where my sense of loss... Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to...
That's it. The situation when his clan was in crisis, it is time for me to...
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained, it might not sound exciting.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take... This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and me...
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to...
Take care, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfect... Our rival this time was easy to...
Even so, Paimon... Anyway, it's kind of a...
I agree. Stability in Inazuma... Perhaps for Master Matsura, Power is his life's pursuit. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then, but human desire will always be a factor in the equation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and
There were so many things that... wait a second! You were...
I thought straight away it was, if you choose to give up your stance on something once, I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't. Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor...
Didn't you like it?
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart.
There you go again, my lord.
Naturally.
We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival. The magnificent Irodori Festival.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while!
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
You know Miko! She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival. We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine.
Oh, well that's convenient enough.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yai Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday.
Very good.
We have already received word from Apek Husu and sailing.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yai. Everything is ready for the new issue.
You are the one who organized the plans for... Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined... I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera.
Yes, Lady Yai.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We're running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop! Ah, hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't...
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly... Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival...
Huh? But isn't that a given?
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, therefore, rather than stick... I suppose... Every year, one of the five would... Thanks to them, as time passed, people began creating various tales based on the five Kasen.
Sounds like a festival that's really...
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancient, which is precisely why I've decided to revive the era, holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
But, wait a minute! Light novels?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma? And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's two birds with one stone.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's Come on, Miko! You can't fool us.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play. Well, what do you say?
Maybe a little.
Come, let's pay a visit to the... There we'll meet a special someone who...
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main once things are in full swing, not this small plaza in front of the International Trade Association.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? Me?
Yes.
Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivity. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparation...
Come now, Ayat. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helpers.
Certainly. I assume this Iridori festival is not only the first major... Therefore, the Yashiro Commission... For example... The artists we have... The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests. I knew you would catch on. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply...
It's settled then. During the festival, most of the...
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it. According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kasim portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks. Yeah, you nearly got him! Whew, that was a tough fight. You've got it! You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon? Yeah, you nearly got him! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already! Victory is almost ours! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon? So close, so close! Stay cool! Whew, that was a tough fight!
Where I belong.
Yes, that's right. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Huh. Strange. Huh? Why's that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though if he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival... Miss Honorary Knight! Paimon! It's Klee! Were you also invited Chiro's the one who... But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days...
Greetings, Traveler in Paimon.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the...
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware. Oh, by the way, do you know where the International...
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where...
Great. Let's get going.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please. Telling Klee so many stories about... As a result, she could hardly... Strange. Well, Mr. Hirayama was supposed to meet with me and give me
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans,
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time.
there's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would... I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived.
Paimon isn't sure she should feel sympathetic.
Of course, I would still prefer...
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai published. Who knows? Maybe Mr.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee?
Okie dokie. Don't worry.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. An Aishan blessing now 10%
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency.
Despite everything, we're still Hey.
Well, the editorial
Sorry to interrupt, but...
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't...
I'm looking for the editorial director.
Mr.
Oh, hold on a sec. Excuse me, but...
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. I do apologize, but please, make yourself comfortable at the...
Oh, no need. You guys...
Excuse me, but... Is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh?
Since you were all aware... To add to that, despite being aware that I am after considering these factors...
Well, earlier today, someone the Tenryou Commission was
What? The books are...
Shh! Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated...
Because of the dire situation?
I see. If Mr. Hirayama has gone...
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jin?
Oh, do you know him?
Shincho would definitely be upset if he discovers it.
To request a fanfiction booth, please apply here.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryo Commission, of course. Is that
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking. So, tone-deaf bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse.
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander...
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are... Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind.
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori, and just a moment ago, we caught him in a If it would help shed any light on the
Oh, Venti! You didn't really...
Ouch! Your words wound me! We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again... You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission.
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion. Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine And when I woke up, I found myself in the...
Coming from Venti?
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA publishing house, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't...
Oh.
Huh? What did you notice, Albie?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to...
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the store.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw it first. Whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third, I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does...
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you...
Yes, understood. I'll leave it...
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sarah's quite the meticulous one. So, where's...
yes, the invitation letter. Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure...
If you were holding the invitation in your hands the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But sure...
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is? Hey, a cape with pockets isn't...
Well, people do often claim that capes and the like serve no real purpose other than a... Ah, yes!
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest, however, starting tonight, I would... Now, if you'll excuse me...
There goes Zara. All right, let's...
Mr. Hiroyama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet...
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kassen. Oh.
Let's see here. Yes, it's... Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kassen, but at the very least...
So, is the...
To some extent...
I am sorry that this information... Though, Lady I... So all you need to do...
That does sound like something...
Thank you, Mr. Hiroyama.
Great. I'll leave it. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Gen... Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, you have my gratitude.
Well, seems there's nothing... Huh? Betty? What are you doing over there?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's some...
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this... I didn't think much of it then. But on second thought,
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute.
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the Shogun get... This story sounds...
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just
Oh, indeed it is.
Yes, I concur. The person who left... But... Why?
Alright, let's not get ahead of meeting together in Inazuma.
Hey! You just... and let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together.
Wait a minute! What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm in... If I use a model as reference for the piece.
In that case... One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kassen's work for the Shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, tone-deaf bard. You were just a model, the person in the art. Well, Albedo, who will be your next?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kassen.
Albedo, Might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next...
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the five Kassen.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first pic...
It certainly is a possibility. For example, it appears that throughout all the...
Yes, I'm also... So for now, we...
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanagi. A nation blessing now 10% off.
Right now. Right here.
Odd, reveal thyself!
My blade! To the berry!
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
By royal decree!
Cascade!
Cut down. Like this.
Solidify!
Emerge. Right now.
Wings of darkness! Come!
Be still. Cascade! Let's get down to business.
Emerge.
Odd, reveal!
Be still.
The berry. Finally,
To the ferry.
The passenger ship from Lyra that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks. You know that Shincho will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Let's get down to business.
Solidify!
Right here. Right now.
By royal decree!
Finally, I buried.
Cascade! Have a little taste! I got carried.